Shut the fuck up! Fucker! Move! Damn it!
Hello everybody, it's ACG back with another review. As always, no bullshit. Folks at home, we are continuing our GTA 6 discussion. And it is loud out here, believe me. There's trucks coming by. It is super loud. You don't care. We were live for 7 hours last night playing Absolute Kino, Absolute Comfy software known as Hitman Absolution. But the fake Hitman fans could not be bothered to show up. What a surprise. But we're going to show you today why gaming is dead, okay? This is a real thing. This is not fake, okay? This is a real thing. And it is very 2023 and beyond, if that makes any sense. We're going to show you why gaming is in the shitter. And if you haven't heard of it, let's go ahead and switch over now. This is called Sweet Baby Inc., okay? This is a company that ensures that, you know, you bring your game to this company and they will ensure it's woke, okay? Because we can't piss anyone off in 2023. We have to make the software for everyone. And in order to make that... In order to make that a reality, they go to Sweet Baby Inc., and if you scroll down here, these are the games that they worked on here. This is unbelievable. This is an actual real thing. All of these games, by the way, are trash. And if you hover over, it shows what they helped with. It says, we worked on narrative and character consolation with a focus on representation, okay? This is Sweet Baby Inc. This is why the games industry is in the shitters. The dev, they go to these third-party, whatever the fuck this is, and they ensure that their game is super woke and it does not piss anyone off. Yeah, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. So they worked on Spider-Man 2. They're working on the Suicide Squad, which is trash, terrible game. Alan Wake 2, they worked on that. The character arc, the voice, the sensitive reading, and a bunch of other games. Never heard of this game. Forza Motorfest, okay. It's a race car game. Why does it need to be woke? That's why the industry is dead right here, okay. This is a company that ensures that your game is not going to piss any groups off. And they're going to maximize the diversity. They're going to maximize the wokeness. And, well, this is why the industry is in the shape that it's in. Okay, this is why the industry is in the shape that it's in. But you guys don't care. Quite sad. All of your favorite games were worked on with Sweet Baby Inc. These are just the announced projects. We love making games no matter the size or scope, and we're always excited to help you tell the best story possible. So these game devs go to this company to ensure that it doesn't piss anyone off and that they don't forget a certain group or a certain... in order to ensure that the game is as woke as possible. Let's go, member for 17 months. Hell yeah, bro. All right, so that's Sweet Baby Inc. I know you don't care, and we're already off to a rough start here. So instead of just saying W in the chat, let's actually have a communication like a human fucking being, okay? Tired of this zombie shit out here. Dub, dub, dub. I'm a fucking sheep. I'm a fucking zombie. Dub, dub, dub. That's all you guys can say. You're like fucking parrots. Dub, dub, dub. You can't form a sentence. You can't form a thought. You're scared to share your opinion in here. Well, guess what? You're a fucking pussy. Maybe you should go work for Sweet Baby Inc. because you're woke as shit. You're fucking woke, motherfucker. You fucking woke, huh? That's what you are. You woke. You love it. You love the woke shit. You love it. You secretly fucking eat it all up. You love it. Man, it'd be so boring if these games weren't woke, wouldn't it? It'd be so boring. Guys, I'm going to start banning people that say W in my chat. Get that shit out of here. I'm not a lit streamer, okay? That's for lit streamers. You can't form together a sentence. I'm out here talking 100 miles a minute. It's very disrespectful of my show. So this is why the industry is in the shitter. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. And yet you don't care. Well, luckily GTA 5 is not on here, but I'm sure they're working on it. I'm sure they're working on it. All right. With that said, we're going to go ahead and switch back over here. How is everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day in your neck of the woods. Kind of couldn't care less about your day because my day is the only day that really matters. And we're going to go ahead and watch the Rockstar Games trailer again. Because there's nothing to discuss. You guys still don't want to discuss this game. This is a two-way street around here. I'm looking at the chat to monitor the discussion, monitor what we can play off of, what you're discussing, and no one's talking. So, as such, we're just going to sit back and watch the trailer for GTA 6 for the millionth time.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Here we go.
There was a girl I knew. She said she cared about me. She tried to take my world the way she thought it should be.
I still don't love the lyrics. I've listened to this 100 times.
And we were desperate.
I can't understand the guy.
And we were troubled to hold our love. It's a long, long road. Yeah, love is a long, long road.
Look who's back. The only way we're gonna get through this
Woke,
is by sticking
Whoa.
together,
woke,
being
woke,
a team.
woke, woke, woke. Why do...
Trust?
Trust.
Sweet Baby Inc. has arrived! Rockstar is dead! Leslie Benzies is gone! You stupid idiots are gonna support this fucking woke slop! Done with these normies in here. Normie, normie, normie. I came from 4Channel. I'm based, motherfucker. God damn. Quit being such fucking normies in here. Let's run it back. Not sitting out here for fun, folks, okay? If you can't come through and support this show, then I'm going to ban. It's as simple as that. You're not respecting my time. You're not respecting me out here in the cold. They got the fucking weather on the screen for you to give you that context, and you still don't care. Very disrespectful. Can't even throw a dog a bone once in a while. I mean, it's so sad. What can you do? Well, you can sit there and leech just like you always do. Pathetic.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Woke,
Bad luck,
woke.
I guess.
There was a girl I knew. She said she cared about me. She tried to make my world the way she thought it should be. Yeah, we were desperate then to have each other to hold, but love is a long, long road. Yeah, love is a long, long road.
Look who's back.
Woke,
The
woke,
only way
woke,
we're gonna get
woke,
through this
woke,
by
woke,
sticking together,
woke,
being a
woke,
team.
woke, woke, woke. The whole fucking trailer is woke.
Trust?
Trust.
Sweet Baby Inc. is in. Let's get it. It's a long, long road. Run it back. Run it back. We're running it back until someone comes through. which is never. So we're going to be out here watching this. If you don't like it, leave, because that's what's going to happen. You guys can't support.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Run it back. Let's go.
There was a girl I knew. She said she cared about me. She tried to make my world the way she thought it should be. Yeah, we were desperate then to have each other to hold, but love is a long, long road. Yeah, love is a long, long
Well,
road.
look who's back. The only way we're gonna get through this
Imagine supporting this.
is by sticking together, being a team. Trust?
Trust.
Look at that. Horrible. 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 Oh, someone did come through. It's not working. That's amazing. Okay, well. V is seething. Talk about the game so I can do the show. Thank you. This is not a... If you wanted me to just share my opinion on the game, I would make a video. We're here to discuss the game. You're not here to discuss the game. You're here to discuss what your fucking grandma's doing or some dumb bullshit like that.
It's over.
No one cares, okay? Figure it out.
ZTG 100.
There we go, ZTG coming through.
$4.99.
Important show. Only one can do it.
She said she cares about me, but she doesn't love me.
She said she cares about me. Well, we have each other to hold, but love is a long, long road. Yeah, love is a long, long road. All right, let's show you why these games are trash again. If you're just tuning in, we went through it earlier, but you didn't listen, so let's go through it again. Sweet Baby Inc. is the company you go to ensure your game is woke, and they worked on all of these games, your favorite games of this year. Alan Wake 2, you guys love that fucking garbage. That game has like zero gameplay, terrible garbage. Battle Shaper, that looks like absolute shit. Some mobile game. Some vaporware. God of War Ragnarok. It says we worked on the narrative and character consultation with a focus on representation. This is a real thing, mind you. This is not fake. Goodbye, Volcano High. Never heard of it. Mobile. Spider-Man 2. They worked on Spider-Man 2 to ensure that was woke. Diversity. Suicide Squad. They're working on that. That game's not even out. And even a race car game had to be woke. Unbelievable. I'm not sure how you make the race car game woke, but I guess the cars have to have feelings now, and well, they make sure your game is super SJW, and this is why the industry is dead. Because these devs want to ensure, these publishers more likely want to ensure that their game is not going to piss anyone off, so they have to come to these companies like this that ensure that everyone is represented fairly. So that's why the industry is dead. All right, we're going to go to members only mode. Too many losers in here. Going to members only. No mods, no support. Can't handle it, can ya? Well, it's only going to get colder out here in the coming weeks and months, so if you want me to continue the show, we can do that, or we can sit around in the basement and do nothing. Okay, it's your choice. What do you want? You guys do not want to talk about this game. I'm going to read every fucking thing on the chat right now. Not a single fucking soul is talking about what I'm talking about. So what am I doing? Why am I wasting my time? I can hit record, I can hit a video, and I can get 20,000 views. I'm not going to sit out here for 200 simpletons that cannot string together one sentence. Fuck off. Okay? It's fucking chilly out here. I got probably bronchitis or something. I don't know. I don't care. We're pushing through it. And you guys want to sit out here and just say dub, 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 dub. Your mother's a fucking dub. I plowed her ass last night. She couldn't even walk fucking straight. Jesus. So we're making big changes in 2024. We're going to go premium only. And yeah, we'll have 5 viewers. I don't give a shit. I'd rather have 5 real fans than fucking 200 fake ones. You don't want to discuss the game. Just discuss the fucking game. That's what I'm asking you to do in my fucking chat right now. I'm asking you to discuss Grand Theft Auto 6. You don't want to discuss it, then I'll fucking ban you. Okay? Discuss the fucking game. You have nothing to say? Then leave. Leave! You parasocial fucking freaks. God, you're such in love with my ass. You're gay. You're a homosexual. And there's nothing wrong with that. So come out of the closet. Fuck! I'm getting it off members only mode. We got so many fucking pussies in here. Go! Talk now! Or I'm leaving. I'm tired of it. Tired of it. You guys can't support the show and then you want to flex. I'm done with anyone that flexes in here is just going to get banned. Because you can't show up. Done with it. I don't care about your lifestyle. Okay? When you can't support my show and then you want to rub it in like, look at me, I'm so rich, I'm so wealthy, then you can't throw a dog a bone every day? Well, then you're not rich. You're fucking down bad. Rich people don't flaunt. So you ain't rich. Rich people don't fucking flaunt. I've met farmers that are rich and they don't fucking flaunt at all. Farmers are rich. One brand new member. Cool. Oh, God. Dutch Vanderland. Kiss my ass, you loser. All right, let's run it back. I'm still waiting for someone to talk about the game in here. They're not listening. I just said talk about the game, and you guys don't want to talk about the game. Then what do you want me to do? Because we're going to run this back again. That's what we're going to do. We're going to run it back again.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
There was a girl I knew. She said she cared about me. She tried to make my world the way she thought it should be. Yeah, we were desperate then to have each other to hold, but love is a long, long road. Yeah, love is a long, long road.
Look who's back. The only way we're gonna get through this
Who's coming through?
is by sticking together.
CTG is saving the show.
Being a team.
CTZ is saving the show.
159 super chatted $4.99.
Finally.
What celebrities do you think will be in GTA 6?
None. They don't put celebrity. What do you mean? They don't put celebrities in their game. Name one celebrity in GTA 5. I mean, they have people on the radio, but they don't exist in the game. They don't put celebrities in these games. What are you guys talking about? They don't put celebrities in these games. I mean, this could be different this time around. We've heard rumors that Joe Rogan's going to be on the radio in this game, and if that's true, this game's trash. Well, it's already woke. We can tell you that. We talked about this for weeks before this trailer came out. No one was watching. No one's watching now. But I will tell you that this is a new Rockstar. We've been through it. And that still remains to be seen. In fact, the beach is actually a lie already. We can debunk this right now. We don't have to wait for the game to come out. If we come over here, and if you zoom in right there, put this in 4K. If you zoom in to the bottom left, what in the holy fucking shit? Whoa! This turned into Microsoft Paint. Okay, well, this is actually what we wanted to show you. This is actually a good way to highlight this. So if you look over here, not sure why it's doing this, but whatever. This is actually what we want. But if you look over here, look how empty the beach is, bro. Nothing like the trailer. They already lied. I'm not even trolling. Well, that's level of detail. That's drawn distance. Guys, the camera's right there. I mean, it's not even that far. And look how empty the beach is, bro. Look how empty the beach is, bro. It's over. So we can already debunk this as we fill this painting in here. Not sure why this is doing it this way, but it's actually very helpful. So if we come over here and we look at the beach, it's very empty compared to that shot that was shown. Very different depiction, huh? I'm not trying to ruin hype here, but what I can tell... Oh. So if you look at the left corner of the screen there on the beach, it is, not as populated as they're showing. So I think we can debunk that one as well. Rockstar's always lied in their trailers. They're about as bad as Ubisoft. In fact, I would argue Ubisoft is more honest with their trailers because...
It's over!
Who's coming through? Leopard's coming through. That's what we're talking about. Let's get this hype train started out here.
Leopard super chatted
CTG and Leopard coming through.
99 cents. GTA 6 is rumored to be 200 gigabytes. The game is packed with details.
Ain't nobody. No. Yeah, it's rumored to be 500 gigabytes. It's rumored to be 1 terabyte. I mean, no one knows right now, dude. And it's going to be woke. It's going to be censored. We know how Rockstar is. They censor interiors, and everyone loves it. You know, they can't get enough of it. If Ubisoft did that, though, it'd be the first thing that people point out, like, oh, we can't go into interiors and play the game how we can outside, you know. But Rockstar does it, and it's okay. I mean, I bet when you walk on the beach in this game, they start censoring the shit out of the game. But that's okay because, you know, we don't really need to ban GTA 6. Rockstar's already done that themselves. They've already censored their own games since 2008. After 2008, actually, since 2013. And they've been censoring all of their projects. You know, it's funny, in a Wild West game, you can't even make choices. I mean, you can roam around like this woke cowboy, and he's secretly gay because he turns women down. And, you know, you can't even play the game like a fucking cowboy in the Wild West, you know? I mean, it's trash. The game's trash. But everyone loves it because of the emotional storytelling and Arthur Morgan, and they say, oh, he's so sexy, he's got a clean shaven, he looks like Brad Pitt. No one cares. Oh, he dies at the end. Great, they already told that story. See, Red Dead Redemption 2 is secretly a remake of Red Dead Redemption 2010. It really is. Because Arthur Morgan never existed, and that's the thing that pisses me off so much about the game is that quite frankly, they never planted the seeds with Arthur Morgan. Now, had they planted the seeds in 2010 and had him in a, side mission or something, or in the background at least, I mean, then it would have made sense to bring out Arthur Morgan and, tell that story. But the character never existed, to be honest. He was never in the Dutch Van der Linde gang. That's all made up. It's a fairy tale, and it's just not canon, in my opinion. It's just a game they threw out so that they could make sure that people didn't forget about their horsey franchise, their cowboy woke whatever franchise. So, yeah. We're going to run it back here. If you got more questions about GTA you want to keep discussing, that's fantastic. We do appreciate it. But we're going to roll this back here. May contain inappropriate for children. Here we go.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
She told me she didn't love. She said she cared about me.
Chris H coming through. That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. Chris H coming through. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. Chris H is coming through hard and strong. Holy shit. Chris H is in the building. Let's get the lasers out for you, buddy. That's what we're talking about. Chris H coming through hard and strong. Let's get the lasers out for you, buddy. Chris H stepping up like a champ. Look at them. We got the lasers right out there for you, buddy. Chris H coming through. That's what we're talking about. Chris H coming through really hard and really strong. Chris H coming through hard and strong. Chris H coming through hard and strong. That's what we're talking about, buddy. Weather's getting a little bit better, but well, it's still cold as shit. They said tomorrow it's going to get 50 degrees. I'd love to see it. We got to run it back.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Wow, it's the most woke GTA I've ever seen in my life. Within the first 5 seconds.
There was a girl I knew. She said she cared about me. It's over.
Now we're coming through. We can't even run it back anymore. Now we're coming through.
Leopard super chatted $6 Canadian.
There we go. Leopard coming through again. That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, by the way.
PC gamers are on copium. They can't play it day one.
That's what we're talking about. I'll tell you what, right there.
The tank engine
See the code, cause that's what you gonna do. You ain't playing GTA 6 on PC day one, so it's time to get the console where the real gamers play, as GTA 6 ain't on the personal computer. Yeah.
That's the best thing they could have ever done, to be honest. That's the only positive announcement from this whole thing, to be honest. Not on PC day one. And why that matters to me is because this is going to maintain the pure core essence of the game. There's no mods. There's no stupid bullshit. Because PC gamers think they're entitled, once they buy the game, they think they're entitled to manipulate the software, doctor the software, do what they want with the software. And I just don't know if I 100% agree. But with that said, it's kind of a right to repair issue. If you should you be able to repair your phone if you drop it and it cracks on the ground? Well, you bought it, right? You own it. I mean, it's one of those things. But I will say that is a great announcement. Not that, it'll come to PC, but it's not coming day one, and it doesn't need to come to PC day one. This needs to come to, and it is coming to PS5, Series X, Series S. And that's it. And that's great because there won't be any mods. There's no horse shit. It's just, if you want to play it, you got to get a console. And that can ensure that the online, when that launches, is going to be... It just makes sense. It just makes sense. I don't know how else to put it. So that's the best thing. And not because, I don't... It's just you either get it or you don't, and I'm not going to keep explaining it. Thanks. We got to run it back. We got to run it back. Look how woke this is in the first.
Lucia,
Woke.
do you know why
Woke.
you're here?
Bad luck, I
Woke.
guess.
Wow.
It's over. She tried to make my world.
Super
Look at
chatted
this.
$5. We need a longer trailer.
I disagree.
She said she cared about me. She tried to make the way she thought it
I gotta
should
run
be.
it back. I can't remember the lyrics.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Why are we coming through now? I'm trying to listen and play the song.
Thesaurus Child super
Oh.
chatted £5.
Holy shit, where the hell you been?
should win a Grammy Award with your singing.
Yeah.
By the way, the day before is officially the disaster today.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh
Well, I've
dear.
already played it.
Embarrassed smiley face.
Yeah, I mean,
Video
if anyone
game,
thought that game was
United
going to not
States
be a
dollar.
disaster, well, they're cloud chasers. We're surprised it was a disaster. No one with a brain was surprised that it was a disaster.
It's over.
Now we want to come through. 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 Now we want to come
Death
through. Now we
cited
want to come through. Now we 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 want to come through.
And others say it's not woke enough.
Jesus
I love how
Christ.
Rockstar has broke the minds of people on the internet. So sad.
It is
saddest
woke.
it's ever been and always will be.
Okay, it's
People
woke.
wrestling,
You've never
people
played a
wrestling,
GTA
people
game where you play
wrestling,
as a
people
female.
wrestling,
I'm sorry.
People wrestling, people wrestling, people wrestling.
You have never played a GTA game where you play as a female. The main GTA games, you do not play as females, okay? They did it, and no one cares, But back in the day, they were bitching about, wow, what if you play as a female in GTA 5? Well, we're not buying that. Now they don't care because the gaming industry is totally dead. They don't put out games anymore. Decided 666 coming through hard and strong. That's what we're talking about. Let's get the lasers out for you, buddy. Decided 666 coming through hard and strong with the 20. Decided 666 coming through hard and strong with the 20. That's what we're talking about. Someone stepping up to the plate here. Chris Sage coming through hard and strong as well. Appreciate the support here today. And the discussion that we're slowly but surely getting to. All right, let's run it back. Oh my God. Now you guys want to come through. 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 Shut your bitch ass up. Shut your bitch ass up.
Very fun since the game is mine. Can't wait to
Tell
mod
your
GTA
wife I
6
said
when it
hi.
comes out
She
world
doesn't even
class.
exist.
Men holding
It's a
hands,
fantasy in
men
your head
holding
because you're
hands,
gay.
Men holding hands. Men holding hands.
Yeah, men holding hands. That's the fantasy.
Men
You don't have a
holding
wife.
hands, Men holding hands. Men holding hands. Men holding hands.
Tragic buzz coming through. That's what we're talking about. Now we want to come through. 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 Now we want to come through.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Because she was forced into the wall. The game has to be woke.
There was a girl I knew. She said she cared about me. She tried to make my world the way she thought it should be. Yeah, we were desperate then to have each other to hold, but love is a long, long road. Yeah, love is a long, long
Well, look
road.
who's back. The only way we're gonna get through this is by sticking
None
together.
of that happens in the game. None 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 of that happens in the game. That cutscene's not even going to be in the game. None of this happens in the game. It's all a lie. It's all a fallacy. Nothing to get hyped for. How many times has Rockstar lied? Too many. I mean, they downgraded Red Dead 2, yet no one wants to have that conversation. Well, I pointed that back out in 2017. I showed you the cracks for Red Dead 2. No one cared. I got 200 views on that video.
Clad in Shadows,
they downgraded Red Dead 2 from the trailer.
$5. Now we want to come through.
Now you want to come through. Now you want to come through. Now you want to come through. It's ridiculous. You had 40 minutes to come through, totally silent as a fucking ghost out here. Yeah, now you guys want to come through. Now you guys want to come through. It's ridiculous. Now you guys want to come through. Now you guys want to shut your bitch ass up. Shut your bitch ass up. Now you want to come through.
Cited 666 super chatted $5. Now I want to come through. So sad, saddest it's ever been and always will be. People wrestling, 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 people wrestling.
Yeah. I'm busy.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
All fake.
There was a girl I
Fake,
knew.
fake. No, that's definitely fake.
She said she cared about
Fake.
me.
Fake.
She tried to make my
Fake.
world the way she thought it should
Fake,
be.
fake.
Yeah, we were desperate then to have each other to hold, but love is a long, long
Fake, fake.
yeah.
The whole damn trailer's fake as shit. They should have set this back in Los Santos because the whole trailer's fake as shit. Who's actually... It's over. Now you guys want to come through. Now you guys want to come through. Now you guys want... Shibbiliska! Shibbiliska! Woke! 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 Spank me! Woke! Yeah, it's a long, long road to be hyped for garbage slop like this that needs to be banned. Yeah, it really is a long, long road, ain't it? This game shouldn't even exist. This game shouldn't even exist. Wow, we got the hype train going in here, huh? Finally, starting to wake up in here. I mean, gee williker. You know, you got to pull teeth. It's ridiculous. I shouldn't have to pull teeth. The hype train should just assemble. You know, when they see me at the station, the hype train goes, choo-choo, motherfucker. We coming in, you know? The whole game is fake, yes. The whole game is woke, yes. You can't debunk it because this is how Rockstar does. They show games that don't exist. They show it's worse than you. Rockstar should be sued into oblivion because not only are they polluting the youth with devilish games like this, but with that said, it's false advertising.
In the actual game, you'll only be able to mow down white NPCs.
What? No, you won't be able to do anything like that. When you go to the beach here in GTA 6, okay, listen here. When you go to the beach here in GTA 6, let's get this on the screen here. When you go to the beach in GTA 6, they're going to censor the gameplay, okay? Well, first of all, it ain't looking like that. If you genuinely believe that the game is going to look like this, you're an idiot, okay? I've seen this time and time again with Rockstar. They continue to lie. Way worse than Ubisoft, okay? There needs to be a video called Rockstar Downgrades.
Leopard super chatted $6.99.
Way worse than Ubisoft.
Now I want to come through.
Now you want to come through. Now you want to come through. Now you want to come through. Now you want to come through. Now you want to come through. Now you want to come through. Now you want to come through. Now you want to come through. Come. Now you want to come through. It's ridiculous.
It's over.
Now you want to come through. Now you want to come through. Now you want to come through. Now you want to come through.
Internet Warrior super chatted $4.99. Coming through now and harder than ever today.
Well, that's what we appreciate. So this beach scene here is fake. And by the way, if you type in Miami Beach, it looks nothing like this, okay? Go to Google Images and type in Miami Beach. It looks nothing like this. I'm not going to get into the details.
It's over.
Now you want to come through. Now you want to come through. I can't even talk now.
Alex Escobar super chatted $4.99. Oh Mackle, fake fans now want to come through.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. I was out here for 20 minutes barking. And now they want to come through. This beach scene is totally fake.
It's over.
Not going to be in the game. We've already debunked it.
Bald Lesbian super chatted $9.99.
We've already debunked it,
now
folks.
You guys want to come through.
Now you guys want to come through. Now you guys want to come through. Now you guys want to come through. Now you guys want to come through. Now you guys want to come through.
Jerry, baby.
Now you guys want to come through. We've already debunked the beach scene. It is not going to look like this in the game. Okay. In fact, if we scroll back here, we can show you that again. So if we scroll back to this opening shot here, and we match up these buildings, where is this building at? Well, I can't find the exact building, but I will tell you, you come over here and you look at that right there. Where did it go? Okay, everything just broke. Everything just broke. Amazing. Amazing grace, come sit on my face. Okay, here we go. Oh, I can't zoom out of it. Oh, this is not good. There we go.
Lucia, do you know why
all you got to do is pause right here. The beach is fake. Put it in 4K. Okay, come over here and put it in 4K. And then zoom in. I can't zoom in, but we can do this. Okay. It is nowhere near as crowded or as populated as they're showing. So let's go show you the comparison. And I'm going to pull this up on the screen. Okay, we've just debunked it. The beach is it's a lie. It's a cutscene. Okay, they literally show this in the trailer. This is the same trailer. Look how empty the beach is. This is a disgrace. And you guys were hyping this up. You know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you know that looks like it's a fallacy here. So the beach is not going to be as populated as it shows. That's all fake. If you watch the GTA 5 first trailer, they show you fake things that are never in the game. And everyone says, well, who cares? It's Rockstar. You're nitpicking. But if Ubisoft did that or any other company, you would scorn them for it. So this is not going to be, the beach is not going to look like this. I've never seen any video game in the history of all video games since 1974 from fucking Pong. Okay? I have never seen a video game have a beach that looks like this. It doesn't exist. You can't name one game that has a beach that is this packed and that is this lively. It doesn't exist. It's fake. Okay? And we can show you this from the same trailer. We can debunk it from the scene before, as it shows the beach, and it shows that, well, it isn't populated. So how does it feel, fake Rockstar fans, to know that this is a fallacy here? You're not getting it. You're not getting it. The cracks are starting to show. Yeah, with your mother, she bent over, her crack showed nicely. Okay? Fuck out of here with that dumb bullshit. I don't even say that shit anymore. So don't pretend to be a fucking true fan of this show when your ass wasn't watching the videos years ago when I said shit like that. So go fuck yourself. Fucking done with that shit. When do I say that? The last time I said that was probably in 2018. You weren't watching, so fuck off. Fake ass fan. I know my fucking shit, okay? I don't say that anymore. And if I do, I don't remember because it's the same script every video. How does it feel to be a part of the Losers Club? It must be so incredibly sad, blah, 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 blah. But you don't care. You never have. You never will. And believe me, that's because you were too busy going blah, 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 blah. Okay, where were we saying the folks cracks are starting show? We're not saying that anymore. I don't know what you're talking about. Start talking about what I'm talking about here, okay? Come on. Start talking about what I'm talking about here. It's literally on the screen. We're debunking this right now, and everyone's leaving because you're fake. You're fake Rockstar fans in here. Get a life and get a job. Because you know what? You can't afford the game right now anyway, so you should be glad that Rockstar said it's not coming out until 2025 because it allows you to get a real job, and by the time you actually get a real job, you won't care about this game because you're going to find a different fantasy that comes from actually getting outside and doing something with your life, okay? McDonald's is hiring. Dairy Queen is hiring. Walmart is hiring. Okay. You'll make $60, $70 in like 2 days. If not less than that, like 1 day. Okay, there you go. You get the money for the game. Wow. Walmart pays like what, $12 an hour? $13 an hour? Well, if you do the math, it would only take you a day to fucking be able to afford the game. And the game isn't coming out until 2025. So, what do you want me to tell you? Hell, by then you'll be able to afford the PS5 Pro, which you'll need to get this beach scene probably, if it exists. It doesn't exist, though. Rockstar's lied about this before. In fact, they lied with GTA 5. They showed a promotional screenshot from GTA 5, and it shows the beach very populated. And then you play the game, and there's like 2 NPCs on the fucking beach doing nothing. I mean, it's really fucking bad, bro. I think GTA 5 was supposed to maybe be this game. There's a lot in GTA 5, and if you know the game, you know the game. But there was a lot in GTA 5 that was actually supposed to be in the game, but it was cut for some reason. Now, probably due to hardware limitations and things of that nature, but there was a lot of stuff in GTA 5. GTA 5 was probably going to be more advanced at one point than GTA 4. I'm not trolling. But a lot of things were cut back, and it's unfortunate because you can kind of see some of the remnants there of a much more advanced game, and it's a shame that they had to scale it back because a lot of content was cut in GTA 5. If you know the story, you know the story. But a lot of content was cut in GTA 5. I think they were actually toying around with the ability to fill up gas in your car, but that didn't make it in.
I changed my name, but you should still know me. Super chatted $5.
Who the fuck are
It's
you?
the mod from Rockstar.
Look, imagine having a username like that. No, dude. You need to get a life, bro. Look at that username. No. Wheel of Dahmer, by the way. Go watch the fucking Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix show because you love shit like that. Look at this right here. I changed my name, but you should still know me. Who the fuck is this? Yeah, I mean, you gotta be down really fucking bad. I changed my name, but you should still know me. Who the fuck?
Okay, no one is discussing what's on the screen. Why? Why? Because it's not sexy? Because no one else talked about it? Go fuck yourself. Use your fucking brain. The same shot from the same trailer shows you the cracks right here. This shit ain't in the game, you stupid idiot. This is a cutscene. This is what they do. They do this all the time. You play these cutscenes, they sprinkle in immersion little things while you're rushing by to sell the immersion of the city, but none of that shit's there in free roam. This is fake. You think this game's gonna be like this? They're banning that shit. This game ain't releasing if it's this fucking detailed. It's GTA. Look at this shit. We can see the beach from above, and you can see that it's fucking deserted. Oh, Michael, that's just because it's actually not the right place there. You go down further, Michael, and that's where the NPCs are at. No. The beaches are going to be deserted yet again. I've never seen a beach like this in a video game that's this populated. It doesn't exist. So why would it now? Why would it now? Oh, Rockstar's wizard. Rockstar's the best in the world. Rockstar this, Rockstar that. Rockstar's the... No, let's not get into it because it's a pointless conversation. Pointless conversation. I'm not getting into it. Rockstar of the old Rockstar that you knew and loved is fucking dead. The old team is disassembled. But that doesn't matter, right? Because woke, Rockstar, get on your knees and suck Rockstar's fucking big fat cock. You were on their ass for years saying Rockstar only cares about the Benz, Rockstar only cares about the shark cards, Rockstar killed Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar fucking sucks, Rockstar blah, 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 blah. Now you're kissing fucking ass because you got a sizzle reel. Because you got a sizzle reel. You're kissing ass because you got a sizzle reel. Cool. No one is T-posing. No. That's not what I'm talking about. No one is T-posing. This is a mission. You come down to the beach probably and do something stupid. It's a mission. It's a cutscene. Okay. They make it look super realistic during the missions, and then you complete the mission and you come back and there's like 4 NPCs compared to 100. There's not going to be 100 NPCs on the beach. The game is going to be banned. Are you stupid or not? You cannot release this. You cannot, unless the beach has a fucking fence, the game ain't coming out. Okay? Dude, if you can boot this game up and the beach looks like that and, no, it ain't happening because the trailer shows it's not happening. It's fake. It's right here on the fucking screen. This is the same beach. We have debunked it. Right here, it's the same beach. What about this? Don't you understand? Look how fucking empty it is. There's no NPCs on the fucking beach. This shit is fake. So just lower the expectations now. The game ain't coming out anytime soon anyway. Look at that. The beach is fake. There's like no NPCs on that beach. Look at that. You got like, how many NPCs are in that screenshot right there? Everything is empty. This is a fallacy. That's not hard to run. Can we ban that loser? Nope, you're not going to be able... This is a fake game. Okay, let's get Robert out of here. Never seen this guy before. See you later, buddy. Okay, but in this screenshot here, there's hundreds of them. Why can't we? Does anyone have their high school diploma in here? I have mine. I'm not sure how I got it. I don't even know 2 + 8. Well, 2 times 8 especially. But I will tell you that I do have my high school diploma, and it seems like I might be the only one in here. Maybe that's why I'm so stupid. Because you guys are looking at this and not saying a word about it. Well, you don't care, right? You don't care. You don't want this to become a reality, right? You want that beach to be populated. Well, I do too, but you know the game shows 2 different things here. So which is which? Haven't produced it. Well, let's pull this up too. So right here, this is an embarrassment right here. This is an embarrassment right here. Rockstar's dead. Look at this right here. No, we have nothing to say about this either. Don't tag me. I don't care. I don't care. Quit pandering. Look at this. GTA 1997 to GTA Lost and Damned DLC. 12 years. You had all of these games. You had GTA 1, 2, 3, Vice City, San Andreas, 4. And now from GTA 5 to GTA 6, you get 1 game in the same span of 12 years. It's over. Rockstar's dead. Look at that. Look at that right there. Rockstar's dead. We waited 12 years for that garbage-ass trailer with that mid-Tom Petty song that probably cost like $5 because no one played it. Rockstar's dead. The old Rockstar games is long gone, folks. You don't care. Look at that. You're no one in here. I'm going to wait until one comment responds to this chart here. Okay, it shows the 12-year gap. And now the same 12-year gap, you get 1 game. It takes time to make a game, so what is the problem here? Well, you must be autistic. If you can't figure this out, or what's the new slang word for that? Acoustic. You must be acoustic. Because if you can't, it takes time to make a game, by the way. Yeah, it sure does. What happened? The technology got in the way is what happened. And not only that, but the devs don't know how to program anymore, clearly. Just because it takes time to make something doesn't mean it's automatically going to be good. I'm done with that narrative. Like, well, the game is delayed, Michael. That means it can't get, I'm all for a delayed game. Miyamoto said that a delayed game is forever, what is that saying from fucking the Nintendo guy? It's annoying as shit. A rush game is forever bad and a delayed game could be good or something. I mean, it's just super annoying. And it's like every time these games get delayed, they're just trash, This has to go through the woke filter as well. They're probably going to contact Sweet Baby Inc. and say, hey, can you ensure that this isn't going to piss any groups off? And, that's why these games do take so long, because it has to go through those new filters now, the accessibility stuff as well, and just the whole 9. Not to mention all the online garbage that they have to test, and that's why these games are taking 15 plus years now. Keep crying. Well, you guys are crying. Look at you. You guys are crying. I'm not crying. I'm spitting facts out here, but you guys are fake gamers. So you go crawl back to your little cave that you came from. I talk about game design over here, and it's not sexy. It's really not a hot topic ever. And they can't formulate with the conversation. They can't bond with it. They don't get it. They just don't understand why someone would care about details, and then they sit there and praise those same fucking details that they chastised. Fucking losers. It's good that they are taking their time to make... Okay. Man, we gotta... Here we go. We're gonna ban, and we're gonna ban. Get them out. Mods can't be bothered to show up. I'm gonna unmod these people because they're useless. They come in here and they flex their little blue wrench and then they don't use it at all. Well, then why would I want to make you a mod? You don't want a mod. Okay, cool. Give me the wrench and let me pass it off to someone else. Because you obviously have made your mind up. You don't want to mod my show anymore. That's great. Just let me know. Jeez. You can't clean it up. You can't do anything. I mean, what can you do? You don't want to talk about the game. You just want to sit here and say, oh, you're bitching. Well, you know, Michael, this is actually a positive. Let me spin this in a positive way. No, this isn't positive. They're putting out less games. All of these old games are classics. Name one bad game in that list. GTA 2, GTA 3, GTA Vice City, San Andreas, 4, 5. All the DLCs as well. I mean, get the fuck up out of here, dude. None of those games are bad, and they put them all out within the span of 12 years. So what happened? What happened? Well, GTA Online happened, and they were busy with GTA Online. That's what happened. So I guess technically they've been putting out DLC for, I mean, they have been putting out DLC for GTA Online for the last 12 years. And it's all been free. But it's all garbage. I mean, very bland garbage. I mean, that's what the online is. You meet these characters that are just bland, and it's like this is like the fucking C team writing this shit or something. Horrible. Like, name one character in the online that you actually remember, like the story NPCs with the online GTA Online DLC. You can't name one. You can't name one. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. Rockstar preferred to milk GTA Online pig consumers than giving you GTA 6 early. Well, you have to blame the consumers. I mean, you know, is it Rockstar's fault that people gravitated towards the online? I mean, all they said was, here's this foundation, and then these losers, you know, they said, fuck the story mode, we're going to play the online, and that's what people gravitated towards. Well, you have to do what works. I mean, if I made a movie and everyone loved it, we would probably make a sequel. I mean, that's just how it works. Now, would the sequel be as good? Probably not, but who cares? It's not about, you know, it's about doing what works and what is successful, and that's why these horror movies, you know, back in the day, the 80s and 90s, and you know, they just kept pumping out the same horror movie. It's like, well, we saw Freddy Krueger in the first one coming out of the fucking boiler room. Well, he's going to do it again with a new set of characters. He's going to do it a third time. He's going to do it a fourth time. He's going to do it a fifth time. He's going to do it a sixth time. He's going to do it a seventh time. The same with Jason fucking Voorhees. You know, he's got the hockey mask on. He's roaming around slashing. But we've already seen that time and time again. You know, the same with Michael Myers. So they just milk it and milk it and milk it, and the consumers line up to the theater. Well, it's the same thing with gaming, you know. Rockstar put it out, and they said they loved the food, and they said they wanted more. So Rockstar hired more chefs at the restaurant, and they're continuing to put out that food because, well, that's how it is. It's a supply and demand thing, okay? Rockstar put out the food initially on a small scale, and people started saying, hey, we like this, and the lines kept getting bigger and bigger, and as such, Rockstar they had to hire new chefs at the restaurant. Do we understand it from that perspective? Because that's how it works. So you can't blame Rockstar. You have to blame the pig consumers that sat there and said, we don't care about the single player, because if GTA Online flopped, we would have already had probably GTA 7 by now. We would have probably already had GTA 7 by now if online wasn't as popular. If online was as popular as Red Dead 2 Online, which was never popular to begin with, I bet max players for Red Dead 2 Online was maybe like 20K or 30K during its peak, and that's it. I'm serious. Well, maybe more than that, probably 100K. But still, Red Dead 2 Online is not great, and it's not because... it's not Rockstar's fault. It's the game doesn't translate well. Okay, the online for Red Dead 2 is trash. It doesn't fit the theme of the game. You roam around, and it just turns into a clown show is what it does. You're roaming around with other losers, and it's like, wow, this was like a slow burn game, a mature game for adult gamers, and now you're roaming around and everyone's saying stupid shit in their microphone and fucking... it's just making a mockery of the game. That's why I don't play online, because it makes a mockery of the game. And GTA 5 it's a prime example of that. You have, what is that vehicle called? The Oppressor or some fucking shit like that, and you fly around like fucking Harry Houdini, and you got fucking pink smoke coming out of your fucking wings and shit. Like, it's literally a hovercraft. It's fucking cringe. It's a mockery of the initial game. It's a mockery of it. I don't play online. It's losers. Once you get people together, it's just it becomes terrible. That's really the philosophy of it. So if you want to maintain the integrity of the game, just never make an online mode. And never release it for PC. There you go. That one game, what was that one game? Final Fantasy. That Final Fantasy game's still PS5 exclusive. Hell, I was going to buy it just for that. We're losing a lot of viewers for some reason. I don't know why. You guys are not gamers. I've been talking about video games for the last 12 years. You haven't, so fuck off. Just because you found this channel 4 years ago or something doesn't necessarily mean much, okay? I'm not going to sit out here and cater and pander to people that found the show 4 years ago, okay? Because Levi found the show a lot before a lot of you, so... You guys just want to argue for the sake of arguing. Like you're literally wasting your brain cells, okay? The facts are on the screen, okay? And you want to sit there and just argue. I don't understand what there is to argue. I spit the facts out and you can't handle it. Well, cool, you're a fanboy. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to get the game. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not really hyped. I mean, the trailer's good, I guess, but there's nothing to be hyped for right now. There's nothing to be hyped for right now. It's as simple as that. If you cannot string together a sentence, we're just going to get you out of here. Okay? I'm done with these catchphrases. So sad, so incredibly sad. All this other bullshit. Very toxic. Get it out. This has nothing to do with this part of the show. The live show and the normal videos are not the same show. So. Okay, let's get that guy out of here. Guys, can mods start tabbing these people out that are just spamming the chat with useless catchphrases? Start timing that crap out. You got nothing to contribute to the conversation here. That's what you're saying. You have nothing to say, so you're just going to say some dumb shit. No. You have nothing to say about this. It doesn't matter. Well, then what game do you like? Final Fantasy. I'm such a fucking incel. Final Fantasy. I'm such a fucking incel. Final Fantasy. I'm such a fucking incel. I love my fucking Magic games. I love my fucking Final Fantasy, bitch. No, those games are fucking trash, man. Baldur's Gate 3 is for incels, for fucking virgins. It's very woke. And the combat is absolute fucking trash. Straight from 1997 on a floppy disk. That's what that shit's from. And everyone praised it. Well, the game's trash. I'm sorry. And it was in development for 3. It was, Baldur's Gate 3 didn't come out this year. It came out in 2020. So I'm not sure how you can say it's Game of the Year when the game was out for fucking 3 years. Well, it was only the first chapter. It doesn't matter. The game was still available to buy in 2020, so... I do not like JRPGs or whatever they're called, okay? I don't play Persona. I don't play Final Fantasy. I don't play Dungeons and Dragons. I don't play Magic the Gathering. I don't play fantasy garbage, okay? So that alienates a lot of people because a lot of people love those stupid trash-ass games. We just played Hitman Absolution last night, and the soul is very much so intact with that game. Way better than the new Hitman games. If you guys like the new Hitman games, you guys have bad taste as well. Okay? It's right up there with the new Final Fantasy garbage. The new Hitman games are absolute trash. Soulless garbage. I played them, and they're terrible. I remember playing Hitman 3 a few years ago. The game has worse animations than Absolution that came out on the fucking PS3. So don't even start, because those new Hitman games are objectively worse. I don't care if I'm the only one on that hill. The new Hitman games are trash, okay? I'm glad they're done with the Hitman franchise because they've ruined it. They've destroyed it. Garbage. The new Hitman games are trash, okay? It's soulless. The AI is worse. They don't even talk in the new games. Everything. The animations are worse because the studio went pretty much independent. They've lost the publisher since Absolution was the biggest budget Hitman game, okay? You can look it up for yourself, okay? Hitman Absolution budget. Let me look it up. Hitman Absolution budget. Hitman Absolution budget. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care. Blood Money is better than any of the games and still remains supreme. Hitman Absolution budget. What was the budget for Hitman Absolution? Doesn't say. Amazing. You don't know about what? I just played Hitman Absolution last night. It's a game from 2012 or 2013, whenever it came out. I think it's 2012, actually. And the graphics are fantastic. Now, granted, we did play the PC version. The PS3 version doesn't look that good. But I will tell you that everything about that game is really, utterly fantastic. And that's because it was designed with a more linear approach, and they could sprinkle in more details, more soul, get the lighting down right, and add just a little bit more of a character, a personal sort of... it's not as soulless as the new ones. The new ones are basically sandbox games. They say, hey, look, we got this massive open world. You can do whatever you want. That's not great. Okay, that doesn't make a good game. You're basically saying, hey, here's a prototype, and there's no soul in it at all. So it feels like it's cold, and it's like, well, that's maybe a little bit reminiscent of the character, Agent 47, but no, let's not even talk about the Hitman games because you guys are very wrong on this, okay? The new Hitman games are trash, okay? If you play the new Hitman games offline, which no one does, so they don't care, but if you do decide to play the new Hitman games, the trilogy offline, you can't even unlock certain things within the game. Absolute fucking garbage from top to bottom. Just absolute fucking garbage. And then they criticize Absolution for being different and being linear and all of this crap. Well, you know, it's only linear if you can't see. You have to expand your mind. Because when I play Absolution, there's multiple ways to tackle things. Yes, the levels are a little bit more tight. You know, they are less open supposedly. But with that said, that's a blessing in disguise because we've already played many Hitman games before that offered that similar same experience, and they went down a different road. Not asking for opinions in here. We're going to have to start banning people in here. Okay? Who wants to I want a mod in here that can just clean this crap up. Who's going to be able to do that? Everyone wants to say they want to be a mod and then they can't clean up anything. They can't clean up anything. These mods are way too conservative. These mods are way too conservative. How can you not see the filth on the screen right now? I can see through all of this bullshit. Get it out. Get it out. Okay? It's not hard. Get it out. It's my chat, okay? Tired of looking at the filth and the fakeness. Get it out. Okay? It's not hard. Get it out. Go, 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 go. Drain the swamp. Go. Drain the swamp. Go. Tired of it. Just because someone's being nice in here doesn't mean they have great intentions. Get them out. Okay? That's a fallacy. People are fucking weird in here. You know that. They've been weird for 4+ years, okay? You got to learn how to deal with certain people in here. I'm waiting for someone to discuss what's on the screen. No one's discussing this at all. So now we're talking about Hitman. So I could try and take your calls, but I don't know if I'll be able to hear that well because we are using a different audio setup here today. So, and none of you have anything to say. So I'm not sure if that's even really all that useful. Tired of hearing shills on the line. Oh, the game's going to be amazing. The game's going to be amazing. That's all they can say. How is it going to be amazing? What makes it so amazing? Well, we don't have answers, do we? We don't have answers. Oh, the graphics are great. The trailer was amazing. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. That doesn't make a great game. I played Absolution last night. I know what makes that great. If you can't understand it, that's you, okay? I was blown away last night. Beautiful animation work. Still holds up very well. Great sound design. Great graphics for 2012 or 2013 for a Hitman game anyway, because they're not massive budget games. But with that said, blown away last night with Absolution. There's a lot of soul, a lot of atmosphere. Man. But you normies would rather play these trash-ass Arkham games that no one's ever played. If they're not contributing to the conversation and talking about mods and all this other crap, just get them out. Time it out. Get this spam out of here. It's spam. Get it out. Get the spam out. I can see the spam still. Get it out. Shouldn't have to directly pinpoint who to get out. Come on. Work your brain a little harder. I'm going to have to get new mods. I'm going to start getting paid mods. I'm going to pay some of these mods, and it's not going to be any of you. because you've shown that you don't know how to mod. So I'm going to have to just hire all new mods that know how to mod a chat and understand it, like, you know, that like actually get it, because you know a lot of people here don't get it. Well, I do. There's certain people that we do not want to be a part of this chat, especially since they've chosen to revoke their membership. That's disrespectful. It's not about the $5. It's about the loyalty. It's about the principle. You've chosen to revoke your membership. Okay, well, then I'm going to choose to maybe say, we don't want you over here anymore because you basically said you're done. Okay, well, then great. You're the one that made that choice. You know, and then you inquire about it and say, hey man, what's going on? Oh, I can't afford $5 right now, and it's like no one's buying that shit, buddy. No one's buying that shit. You can't afford $5 a month, by the way. No one's believing in that. That's a horseshit story. That's a horseshit story. Okay. That's just full of crap. So I feel like it's a total disrespect because they weren't new members. Let's just there's two people right now that are well, they might as well not be even a part of the show anymore because they made that choice themselves. They've made that choice. They said, we're done. We're throwing in the towel. I'm not membering up again. Okay, well then why should I have you around anymore? Because it feels disrespectful to my show. It's about the loyalty. It's not about the $5. It's about the loyalty, buddy. And you decided to throw it all out. Well, guess what? I'm upset, and there's a lot I could say, but it's just pointless. So, well, I'm going to give him to the end. I'm going to give him till 2024. If he doesn't remember up by 2024, I'm not going to say we're going to ban, but we're definitely not going to pay attention. So, it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Because for years I was told that, you know, massive fan of the show, massive fan of the show. How could that be? Was I pumped? So I was fed bullshit for years. Like, I understand. You can have a different take on the show. Your opinion is going to change. Sure, that's great. But when you can afford to support someone else and not me, and then use that bullshit excuse, well, I can't support right now for $5. You know, that's a little too much for me. But then you're over there supporting, and it's just like, well, now I caught you in a lie, and it's ridiculous. I can't believe in you anymore. Just like you can't believe in me. Well, you know, when you found out Santa Claus wasn't real, guess what? I'm sure you were devastated. But it's sad because I've done so much for that guy. You know, I've done so much for that guy. We rolled out the red carpet for that guy. You know, you come out to my show, I rolled the red carpet out for you. And I feel like that was kind of a waste because now he's not membering up. And I made sure to take care of him when he came out. I said, well, you come on out. You know, you're taking the drive to come on out. We'll try and take care of you, you know. And friends and we had people come out and supply content and pizza and all that stuff. So we made sure he was fed. And, you know, there's a lot of that stuff. And it just doesn't feel appreciated. So I am offended, actually. There's no way to communicate with the guy, though. So I think I'm just going to have to talk into the void here. Because my old number doesn't work anymore. So if you're trying to contact that, it doesn't work anymore. We do have a new number. And I'm not trying to talk about it off the air because it's just pointless. It does more harm than good. So. Who cares who I'm talking about? You guys don't care. Let me ask you this, Devil. If I came out to Atlanta, or wherever the fuck you're at, and you rolled the red carpet out for me, and then, you know, let's say you had a channel and I were membered up for it for like 2 years, 3 years straight, and all of a sudden, you know, months later, you know, after I come out to your show and you give me a hotel and you buy pizza for me and all of this stuff, and I unmember your channel. I mean, is that gonna? I mean, what would you think about that? Like, let's just wrap your head around that. To me, that is just a big sign of disrespect. I'm sorry, it really is. It's just people are fake. Like, they're just fake. I don't know. I've never met so many fake people before. It's like, damn, I heard about this fake people shit, and it's just like, well, where does it exist? Oh. Holy fuck, everyone's getting banned. Well, we said the mods need to start cleaning up some stuff in here. I want to know why. Yeah, but I'm not like that. Well, yeah, but you wouldn't. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. If I came to your place, or let's say you had a show. You don't have a show, but let's say you had a show, and I came on down to be on your show, and you supplied me with a place to stay. You fed me. You tried to make the experience as smooth as possible. I would appreciate that. But 3 months later, 4 months later, all of a sudden I just stop supporting your show. Wouldn't that be a big, like, what the fuck? Because that's what that is. It's a big what the fuck. I think back and I look at it and I say, man, I met this guy in real life multiple times. We had great shows together, and all of a sudden he just wants to not member up. He threw his loyalty badge out. Well, what does that mean? What does that mean? I helped him. He was on the show. He's great content. He's a great guy in real life. But I can't decipher the text. I can't. And, I guess that frustrates him. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not trying to put words in his mouth. But I will say that there's two people in here that have unmembered, and it is driving me crazy because it shows how maybe fickle they might be. And it's sad. It's sad, because I was led to believe, like, oh, this guy's a massive fan of the show. He drove all the way out to come see and be a part of it. And then all of a sudden the membership the membership is no longer a thing. Oh, you're not supporting the show anymore. Okay, well, then why did I support you for coming out multiple times? That felt like a total waste. I just don't get it. You don't do people like that. I don't get it, man. Yeah, me and Alan were cool as shit. And I helped out Alan because he made a massive trek. I mean, holy shit, bro. You came far as fuck. You came far, bro. That was insane. You drove at least over, I don't even know how many miles. 1,000 or so miles. Yeah, and we had fun. We went to that haunted house. That was a lot of fun. You decided to jump ship and support other people. Well, then that's the thing. It's just like, well, look, you can support who you want. I'm not trying to control that. You can like who you want. But when $5 is too much for you, then clearly that's just a big F you. I'm sorry, it is. I let you come on my show. I don't have to let anyone come on my show, And, I got him a hotel. I paid for his tolls. Some friends came out and we helped supply content. They provided a pizza. In addition to some other treats, and it's just like multiple times, I don't know. It just felt like it was all fake. So I'm asking, can you please member back up? That's what I'm asking. Can you please do it before 2024? Because I cannot with it. I don't need your approval, but I do. So, because otherwise I'm done. I have to move on. I need closure. And if this is going to be the end, then this is it. You remember back up when Alan came back out, and I thought, well, I knew why you remembered back up because of Alan. It wasn't because of me. I figured that out. It was pretty easy. And I understand if the content doesn't hit the same, but you can't tell me that you're a fan. If you willingly choose not to support, that doesn't make sense because we know you can support. We know $5 isn't a lot. And let's not pretend like it is. Now, if it were $50 a month, that's different. $50 a month, that's fucking steep. But I don't have a membership like that and never will. So, it's just if we never interacted in real life, then that would be one thing. But when you come on my show and I help support you when you take the trek out here, and we get you a hotel, we pay for the tolls, things like that. I mean, I'm willing to accommodate, sure. But I'm not expecting you to pull your support and just ghost. Troy's ghosted too. Oops. That guy ghosted too, and it's like, staying in Troy. I have said this time and time again. I have said, you know what? They held down the fort. I shouted them out, and I didn't do that. I don't really do that often. I don't like shouting people out because it puts a bullseye on their back from a bunch of harassers and shit like that. So it's hard for me to acknowledge certain people in here because I don't want, people to get harassed potentially from stupid idiots that watch. But I will say that, staying in Troy really held it down. And then all of a sudden, there was a miscommunication. I got an email from a troll and, it was my fault. I should have verified it. They blamed Troy for banning him because of whatever reason. And then I lashed out at Troy. Okay, so that was my fault. I apologized to Troy. And it's never been the same since. It's never been the same since. So my apology wasn't enough. And that hurts. It really does hurt. Because when you ghost me, what's the point? Like, I don't get it. Because I know you're watching right now. I know that. You just choose not to get in the chat. Well, you were one of the top chatters of all time. You were one of the top chatters. You were consistent during the LA streams when no one was consistent. Very few people were. And very few people were supportive. You guys were holding it down. And now all of a sudden, again, it's just like the other situation. Why am I ghosted? Why am I ghosted? It's always about them. I don't get it. If you want to be a mod, just ask. I mean, if that's really the fucking... Here's the thing. I go to other channels. I'm not mod anywhere. I'm not going to name names, but I can go to at least 3 other streamers right now, and I'm not a fucking mod. Am I bitching? No, I don't care. But it's like, you know what? I made you a mod. Maybe the least you can do is make me a mod. What am I going to do? So you don't trust me to be a mod on your channel. Well, then why would I make you a mod over here? That's ridiculous. It's just like, wait a minute. You're not even going to give me the blue wrench, but you're going to give it to someone else? When you were begging for it over here? Unbelievable. It is ridiculous. I mean, it is ridiculous. You got to play people pleaser in here 24/7. Okay, but you have to understand. It's not about the money for these guys. It's about they don't want to support me. Okay, well then don't be a part of the show then. I don't want to see you in my chat if you've pulled deliberately the support. Your 3-year badge almost. You said you're done. Okay, well then I don't want to see you in my chat because you're kind of disrespecting me. It's not about the money. It's about the principle. It's about the loyalty. You've thrown the towel in and then yet you want to choose to come back in here and support like everything's okay. I'm sorry, it's not. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I'm sorry, I can't. I fuck me for having feelings and fuck me for caring, I suppose. and fuck me for voicing my opinion, right? That's not allowed. Let's constantly vilify and chastise world-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Let's do that, right? Yet I gave everyone a fucking job around here. Everyone wanted to become a streamer the past 3 years. Everyone wanted to jump on this streaming thing. Yeah, because they saw a piece of the fucking pie. This was the most supported show. Top 50 in the U.S. Most supported fucking show in 2021. And everyone wanted a piece of that fucking pie. That's what it's all about. They wanted a piece of that pie. They thought, well, shit, we can just sit around and talk about games and make some fucking decent dough. That ain't a bad side hustle. Well, how do we do that? Well, let's leech off of something that's already established here and go from there. Well, I didn't leech off anyone. I didn't get help from any other streamer. So that's why I don't interact. If you're a streamer in here, I'm not going to interact with you. And that's not because I don't want to help you. It's because, firstly, I want to see you carve out your own path. And I want to see what you can do without any help. Because I didn't get any help. I didn't get a shout out from other streamers. This is built totally from the ground up. That's why there's only 300 viewers in here, or 400 viewers in here, because it's built from the ground up. I didn't get a shout out. We didn't get a massive boost. So it's taken years and years and years to get it to this point. It's taken years and years and years to get it to this point. I just don't understand how someone could come onto my show in real life like at least 3 or 4 times. I can't even remember how many times he's come on the show. Be a part of it, and, provide the content, and then all of a sudden just drop support. I just don't get it. I can't compute it. I can't compute it. I really can't compute it. Doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense to me. Everyone's getting banned. The whole chat's getting banned. Well, I'm just saying, I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. If you want to become a streamer, I'm going to let you do your thing. And, if you ask for help or advice, that's one thing. But I'm not going to go over there and participate in your stuff because I have my own thing to do. So if you see that as disrespect, then I don't know what to tell you. But none of you have made me a mod anyway. I can go to 2 or 3 channels, maybe 4, and I'm not a mod anywhere over there on any of those channels. So what does that say? Well, I guess they don't give a shit. Well, why would I care about going over there then? They don't trust me with a wrench on their own channel? Then why would I give them the wrench over here? That doesn't even make sense. So obviously, where's Ishibu at? We need someone new on this show. I'll tell you what, I'll come to the city. Is Ishibu in here? I'll come to the city very soon. If you want to meet me in the city, that's what we can do. But that's the best I can do. I can't go to someplace outside of the city. So if you want to meet in the city, that's, if you're able to do that. If not, then I don't know if we can make it happen. But if you want me to come to your basement, buddy, we'll have to meet in the city somewhere. Because I'm not just going to come to your basement. I don't know who the fuck you are. That's crazy, bro. I got to have some fucking level of trust. I got to meet you first, I got to have some kind of level playing field to say, well, is this guy crazy or is this guy not crazy? We got to kind of we have to kind of like say, well, where does this guy stand? I'm not going to just come to some dude's house and fucking go to his basement in his studio and make music. It's like, well, that sounds cool, but I don't know who this is. And plus, I don't, like I said, I can only meet in the city. So if you're not coming to the city, then I guess that's not an option. But I'm not going to go out of my way because, well, that's something I can do. Well, he might have a cool basement. He might have a hot wife. He might, be very cool. I don't know. But word is one thing. You can't, what I've learned about doing this show and being, you have to be a people person, I suppose, which I never was, which is kind of ironic because this is all about being social and being interactive with people and things like that. You have to give people the benefit of the doubt in here, but, you also have to be kind of cautious about, people are strangers in here. It's like, well, yeah, we all come together to I guess, be entertained or to hate or to whatever the fuck. But nonetheless, the goal, at the end of the day, people are coming together. And, well, I don't know what to tell you, but I will say that, if Ishibu still wants to collab or whatever the fuck, I am not saying no to it, but I am saying that this is the stipulation. I can meet you in the city of Chicago. Okay, that's what I can do. I can meet you in the city, but outside of the city, I probably can't meet you. Unless it's west of the city. If it's west of the city in a suburb or something, I could probably meet you there as well. But if it's south or anything like that, I can't. Okay, I'm not going south. So I can go north and I can go west. But I can't go south. So if you're 30 minutes from the city south, then I can't meet you because I just can't head down that direction. So I'm just saying, because I know there's some Chicago people. Chris H is a great cat. Chris H is badass. We met Chris H. But there was a few other Chicago people that said they wanted to meet up, and they all had excuses. And I thought, man, the Chicago fans need to start stepping up to the plate in here. They got to outdo the L.A. fans. And Chris H. came through, obviously, multiple times. Chris H. is a badass guy. But I will tell you that the other Chicago people, they all had excuses. They said they were going to come meet World Class in the city. I come to the city. This was like 2 years ago or a year ago, whatever it was. I come to the city, and they had excuses. They said his wife got COVID and, conveniently got COVID on the day I come to the city. Unbelievable. They never heard from that cat again. And then, this other guy says, come to my basement. We want to make music. Let's start a band, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, I don't know where your basement's at. And it, from what I remember, it seemed a little out of the way. So if you can't come to the city and meet World Class, then it's probably not going to work out. Or west of the city or north of the city. So I'm just saying, like, that's where we stand on that. So if you want to make it happen, that's how it's going to have to work. Because if I can get to the city, you should be able to as well. But I know parking is a bitch. They charge up the ass in the city. But you shouldn't have to. There's probably a way to. You know the area more than I do, but. Traditional art. Let's see what traditional artist says. Come to my. I got time. Why are you guys timing out? Why are you guys timing out traditional artist? Why are you guys timing out traditional artists? This guy saved my fucking life in Compton, bro. Why are you guys banning traditional artists? Oh, my God. How many fake fans do we have in here? Bro, this guy fucking stood up for me in the hood, okay? I was the only white guy in Compton, bro. And I got pressed hard. And without traditional artists, it could have went south real quick. And you guys are timing out a real one? Traditional artist is as real as it fucking gets, man. When push came to shove, he fucking stood up to the plate, man. And I'll never forget that. Traditional artist is the fucking real one, man. And you guys are timing him out. Oh my God. I didn't say go that ballistic. Jesus Christ. How is it drama? So what is drama to you losers? Speaking your mind? So everyone else is allowed to speak their mind, but I'm not? Well, when you speak your mind, you know that you're open to reception, right? Like that's what that does. I'm sharing my side. I wish people would support the show. A couple of people. We would like to see them remember back up if that's possible. I'm asking for that. And, you know, I'm not saying they have to, but, you know, if there's still any inkling of a fan left in you, I think that isn't that all. I don't think that's all that unreasonable to ask for. And if you want to be a mod, just ask. Stop sugarcoating and just ask. You just flat out ask, hey, man, can I be a mod? That's all I want. I want direct communication. I don't want, you know, that's how I roll. I don't,
It's
you know,
over.
and maybe that offends people. I don't know.
Triadic Bus super chatted $5. My basement door is always open
Really?
for you. If you ever want to have a threesome with my
Lee
wife
Cameron's
and I,
coming
just
through.
let
Lee
me know
Cameron's
and I'll
coming
roll
through.
out
Lee
the red
Cameron's
carpet.
coming through. Tragic Buzz coming through. That's what we're talking. Wait, Tragic Buzz, where are you at? Oh, you're the guy with the hot wife in Milwaukee, huh? Well, we'll think about that. Lee Cameron coming through. That's what Lee Cameron has stepped up to the plate. Lee Cameron has stepped up to the plate and has remembered. That's what we're talking about. Lee Cameron has stepped up to the plate. We're doing all new membership badges very soon. We're going to be implementing the 3-year badge. Maybe as soon as tomorrow. I got to open up Photoshop. So Lee Cameron coming through. That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. Lee Cameron coming through. Tragic Bus coming through. Just ask, by the way, I can be timed out. Okay, but here's the solution. I'm going to have to make everyone a mod in here. The whole fucking channel is going to have to be a mod. And then people are going to get mad that the mod doesn't have the special ability because everyone's a mod. You see, so no one's ever pleased in here. No one's ever pleased in here, okay? If you don't mod anyone, you get a bunch of spam chats, okay? That's what happens. You get a bunch of fucking robots in here. You get a bunch of detractors. You get a bunch of hate watchers. And they just won't stop. So, because they notice that mods aren't in here, and that gives them free reign to come in here and just start spamming shit and blah, 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 blah. Right? We know the whole gimmick. But if we mod certain people, then other people are bitching about being timed out. And it's like, well, there's no solution here. I've talked about it for years. There is no solution. Okay? When the show first started, there was no reason for mods because we didn't have people that fucking spam the N-word. We didn't have people that spam shit it was a very wholesome show. Well, people have sucked the wholesomeness out of the show. That's what has happened. And I have done more shows than Elvis Presley out here. Okay? I have performed literally more times than Elvis Presley. So I'm constantly on this. Okay? In the span of 4 years, I have done more shows than Elvis Presley in how many years that he performed? 20 years, 30 years? I mean, unbelievable. So what's the solution? We could go members-only chat and undo all the mods, but the chat doesn't move. So that's not helpful for me. Because when we go members-only mode, the chat's moving at 1 mile per fucking 2 hours, okay? No one's chatting. It's like, wow, this shit's dead. So we can't really do that. There's no solution. I wish there was a solution, okay? There's just not a solution. What do you want me to do? If you have a solution, let's hear it. Let's not talk about why the show sucks or how this mod could be so amazing. Let's talk about the solutions here. Because you guys didn't want to talk about the game, so. Just so you know, we have 20% left on the battery here. And the battery didn't last long tonight, huh? What the fuck's going on? Why isn't the battery lasting that long? You got timed out for not saying anything. Well, that's actually a great reason to time you out. People are afraid to chat of unfair timeouts. Well, then we go members only mode and undo all mods. But then people are going to bitch. You were one that were bitching about it before. First of all, let me ask you this: were you gifted your membership, Bird, or did you get it yourself? Because I thought the gifted memberships expired. I'm pretty sure the gifted memberships expired. Okay, if we go, let me just tell you this: if we go no mods, we go member only. That's how it works. But the chat will move very slow. Okay, that's the only solution.
It's over.
So either some people are going to have to be left behind because they're not members, because they don't care enough to participate in the show that they supposedly once loved, which doesn't seem like it makes much sense. You know, we go back to that Cyberpunk stream, and
we lost 50 viewers.
one of the biggest supporters of the show.
I'm
not sure how you could fall off that hard, but hey, it is what it is. Real Michael Myers coming through. Why am I not hearing this? Why am I not hearing this? We lost 50 viewers because people keep getting timed out. Okay, viewers have nothing to do with chat. What about that? Don't you understand? Not everyone who comes in here chats. That's obvious. There's only ever 5 or 8 chatters, if that. That has nothing to do with viewers. Why would someone leave? You can literally hide the chat. You don't have to fucking look at the chat. It can be hidden. How does that impact the viewer experience? I mean, I guess if you're really into the social aspect of it, but some people just fucking put this shit on and fucking chill and just listen to it like a podcast or something. They're not fucking in the chat. You know how many fucking viewers we have that don't talk, that don't ever say anything? We have a lot of silent viewers, and that's fair. That's fair. We have 390 people in here. You know how many viewers that are watching this and seemingly enjoying it and not ever talking in the chat? Well, that's a lot. That's over 100, 200, 300. Shit, that's at least 330. 330 people not chatting in this chat. It has nothing to do with it. I never gave a shit about the chat. The only reason why we were recommended mods by someone who used to call into the show and actually did provide entertainment. And that guy fell off too. He made a video criticizing me, and I said, why is this needed? You said you were a fan. Why are you making a 12-minute video criticizing me? Oh, just helping improve the show. And then I gave my feedback on it. He didn't like it. See, that's the thing. They love to criticize and say that their opinion is the highway or no way. And then they're not open to the feedback. So they're shutting the feedback down too. They're not open to receiving. When you state something, you have to be open to someone maybe potentially disagreeing with it. So, and if you're not, well, then don't say it. And as soon as I disagreed with that, they just got up and left. They said, well, we're done here because we don't feel like we're being treated well. Well, that's entitlement, okay? That's what that is. That's entitlement. I've never had a problem with Kyle D. Never had a problem with that cat. So what does that say about Kyle Donovan? That says that motherfucker is a fucking class act. That says that guy is fucking cool as shit. That's what that says about Kyle. That speaks volumes to his character as a human being, and my God, fuck me. Great guy. A great fucking guy. Great entertainer. Great fucking cool cat. And every time I've come out to L.A., he's helped out with the show. And just a great fucking human being. You know, never had a problem with Kyle. Never had a problem with Kyle. Never had a problem with Alan. Never had a problem with Alan. Alan drove over 3,000, well, I don't know how many miles, over 1,000 miles at least, to come out here to see the show and to be a part of it. Never had a problem with Alan. Never had a problem with Kyle. Never had a problem with Alan. Never had a problem with Kyle. Never had a problem with Alan. Never had a problem with Kyle. Never had a problem with Alan. Never had a problem with Kyle. Never had a problem with Alan. So why are we having problems with other people? Well, it's a them problem. It's not a me problem. It's not a me problem. It's a them problem. I never had a problem with Kyle. I never had a problem with Alan. These guys have been a part of the show for years. For years. They've never once unmembered. They've never once had an issue. Never. So what does that say about them? Well, that says that they are in a totally different class. That's what that says. That's what that says. And I could name a few other people, but man. Never had a problem with Chris H. Never had a problem with Chris H. Never had a problem with Chris H. You know, I mean, it's just... So why are we having problems with other people? Well, that's not, it's not a me problem, it's a them problem. And then they play victim Andy, and then they shoehorn their crap on me. As if I'm somehow the blame. I'm doing a show over here, sweetheart. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I got 380 people watching. Do you have 380 people watching? No, you don't. So you don't understand how it works because you don't have any viewers. When you start getting viewers that don't agree with your shit, guess what? It starts turning into a little bit of a different show. And then you got to manage that in a way that makes sense, okay? So you guys have all of these yes men surrounding you. Cool. Well, I mean, that must suck, right? That must get pretty fucking boring. Kissing your ass all day, huh? Look, no one wants to be around negative Nancys. You don't want to be around people that disagree with you in real life, right? Okay, then why would you on the internet? It's the same philosophy. If someone comes up to you and you're wearing a movie t-shirt, you're wearing a Pulp Fiction t-shirt, and they say that fucking Pulp Fiction t-shirt, they say that movie sucks, you don't want to be around them because that doesn't agree with your opinion. Now, some people might not say... some people might handle it a little differently. But if the person comes up to you and keeps on and on and on and saying, wow, you like that movie? You must be an idiot. You must be a loser. Pulp Fiction sucks. Blah, 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 blah. Again, you're wearing a Pulp Fiction t-shirt. You come up. They make fun of you for it. Well, you're probably going to move or tell that person to stop because it's annoying as shit, right? Okay, well, that's how it works over here. Same thing in real life. You don't want to be surrounded by losers in real life. Why would you want to be surrounded by losers? And it doesn't make sense. So... The only problem we've ever had was waiting in line for Dick Warlock for 2 hours. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. All right, folks, the battery is dying rather quickly here. I don't know what's going on, but we've hit the 2 hour mark, and we're going to be winding this one down here shortly. So Going to be winding this one down here shortly. I apologize for the drama. That's what people call it. I don't really see it as that. I'm just kind of discussing what's on my mind, and if that is somehow seen as drama, then, well, I guess that's in the eye of the beholder. But what I can tell you is that we would appreciate it if they would at least consider remembering up by the end of, before 2024. That would be awesome. If not, I guess I'm going to have to accept it and move forward. But I need closure either way. So... Okay, let's get this JRX guy out of here. He's saying Triple H, time to play the game. That has nothing to do with the conversation. Banned for 5 minutes. See you later, buddy. I'm done with these off-topic dwellers in here. Get the fuck out of here. This is not off-topic, dude. Okay? You didn't want to discuss GTA. It was on the screen the whole time. I've looked at the chat. No one was ever talking about it. They didn't want to talk about the new Rockstar. They didn't want to talk about any of that stuff. So, we had to go back to... the thing that gets people going. It's an unfortunate topic, and it's just like, well, here we go. Let's discuss it. Let's discuss the mods. Let's discuss this. Let's discuss that. And yeah, I don't think it did much good, but at the end of the day, it was something to talk about. So, but like I said, I hope that guy considers. Obviously, it's his choice, but it does kind of drive me crazy considering that we tried to facilitate him the best that we could when he came out here, and I just feel like that was kind of lost. Because, again, it's not about the 5. It's not about the 5. It's not about that. It's about the principle and the loyalty, and, that seemingly doesn't... Well, that's seemingly not a thing anymore, so I don't know. There's one other thing that I could say, but I don't think we need to press on about it. One other thing that occurred that didn't kind of sit right with me, but, I guess my opinion doesn't matter, right? All right, we're going to have to wrap this up here. The battery did not last as long because of the cold weather, more than likely. We're going to have to wrap this up here. And we're going to have to see how the cookie crumbles, but I will tell you that... we will more than likely be back later tonight. Okay, we will more than likely be back later tonight. We don't mention names over here because it doesn't do any good, but, on the flip side, if you don't mention someone specifically, they think they're talking about them, and it's like, well, if you think I'm talking about you, then, well, maybe I am, But we don't like to specifically mention names because I'm not trying to stir the pot. I'm trying to do it in a way that should be obvious enough to say to understand who I'm talking about. So we'll have to see how the cookie crumbles. But that's going to do it for now. We'll be back later with something. I don't know if we're going to do a gameplay stream or walk around, but it is already getting chilly out here. And we'll have to see how the cookie crumbles. So, again, that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And with that said, we will see you later. It's over.